Hi guys, Mike here again. Hey, we're looking at unity and looking how unity should or could work in the church. And we've been looking at the sons of Zuriah, three guys, Abishai, Joab and Asahel. They were David's nephews. I said at the last one, interesting scripture, interesting people. But if you look at those scriptures in context, you will see why David puts a distance between himself and the sons of Zuriah. And that simply put is to keep the peace and the unity of Israel. Now hold that thought, peace and unity. In the case of Abner, after 7 years of civil war, he had come to David to make peace. Now it's a very delicate process. As you read that, you think, oh, this is great. You know, Abner's going to get things right. All the tribes from the northern and southern kingdoms are going to come together under one king. But Joab decided he had to avenge the blood of his brother Asahel, who had been killed by Abner during the war. David would later say to Solomon, he said that Joab shed blood in peacetime as in battle. And so what happened there was Joab actually hindered the unity that was being built among God's people. Hold that thought. The same can be said about Abishai's request to kill Shimei. Remember, Shimei was on one hill cursing, and then he came and he repented before David. The whole unity of Israel there was in a balance. And Absalom had led a rebellion. He was now gone. Shimei came back. And even while fleeing at the time, David dared not touch Shimei, just in case God had sent him. So you can imagine what would have happened if David had reacted and killed Shimei. It would have been seen as personal vengeance. Now, when Absalom had been defeated and Shimei humbled himself, the whole unification of the nation would have been set back. More so because Shimei didn't just come by himself. He actually came with 1,000 Benjamites. And you'll see how that plays out later on as well. And they certainly wouldn't have taken too kindly to that type of action. In these incidents, we see how the sons of Zuriah, brave men though, brave men and great at fighting the enemies of God's people, but they just didn't understand the significance and the character of their shepherd and their king. As a shepherd, he would fight valiantly for those who attacked the flock, but he also showed tremendous compassion in gathering the sheep of the flock, the people, even those who were straying, even those that had caused problems. In this, of course, you see a foreshadowing of the greatest shepherd and the greatest king, and that's Jesus. The sons of Zuriah, however, they couldn't discern. They couldn't discern the difference between war and peace, the way of war and the way of peace. Just everything was solved using their sword. So I'll just leave it there. We'll come back to the third and final one.